Hello guys, welcome to the podcast. We appreciate your support. We thank you for the times that you stand with us, you subscribe to our channel. Thank you for all of you. Leave us thumbs up, you leave us your feedback in the comment section. We really appreciate. And once again, we invite you to comment, to share our videos, to like, to subscribe, to invite your friends to subscribe, to invite your friends to watch our videos. Please remember to click on the notification bell so that you can be notified when we go live. Follow us on our social media at the Hotcast on Facebook, at _ the Hotcast on Twitter, www.thehotcast.blogspot.com. That is our blog. So lawyer Miguna landed at Kisumu Airport for a warm reception, punctuated with traditional songs and dances on Friday, 28 October. Kisumu residents, led by former Kisumu County Senator Fred Auto, handed Miguna a bouquet of flowers. Miguna reiterated his stance on pursuing justice and filing a lawsuit against former government officials he accused of witch hunt. I am from Kisumu County, the former Nyanza province. I understand that some cartels and despots claimed that I was not a citizen of the Republic of Kenya. Miguna slammed the administrators in the ex-president Uhuru Kenyatta's administration. He also asserted that he returned home to lead his people out of political servitude to a wonderful freedom that would wholly be guided by principles of constitutionalism. Peace must be based on justice, Peace cannot be based on falsehood, he added. Outa, who recently decamped from Raila Odinga's ODM, accompanied to back President William Ruto in the August 9th polls. He accompanied the lawyer for a prayer and thanksgiving ceremony at the SK Maseno, East Africa in Ahero. Bishop Joshua Witi presided over the prayer service. In the meeting, Outa called on Kisumu residents to accord the activist a befitting welcome devoid of violence. Miguna is our brother and we must accord him the respect he deserves, Outa stated. Miguna will be touring and holding meetings with various groups across the Nyanza region. The controversial lawyer returned to Kenya on Mashujaa Day on the 20th of October after over 4 years of exile in Canada. So we know that Miguna said that he was bombed, his house was destroyed, and all that. We know that all these predicaments came after he swore in Raila Odinga sometime in 2018, and the opposition figure was deported by government of former President Uhuru Kenyatta after hotly contested elections in which Miguna supported Raila Odinga, who was Kenyatta's opponent. Upon his arrival at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport in Nairobi, Miguna thanked Kenyans for their support while he was in exile since February 2018. I am very grateful for the warm welcome you have given me and I am extremely happy to be back home, Miguna said. He added, I extend my gratitude to all Kenyans who have stood with me, who stood with the Bill of Rights in the Constitution, the cost of justice, the dictates of democracy and rule of law. He said, I would like to extend my gratitude to the judiciary who stood firm on the side of the rule of law. After landing, Miguna attended celebrations to mark Mashujaa Day, which honors those who fought for Kenya's independence at President William Ruto's invitation. I would like to extend my gratitude to the judiciary who stood firm with the rule of law. He also thanked the president, saying, without this administration, I would not be back home. Hundreds of young people across Nairobi clashed with the police on February 2nd, 2018, demanding the release of Miguna, who was arrested earlier that day for taking part in the mock inauguration. That mock inauguration is what caused Miguna to be deported. But what is baffling many people is that Miguna was supporting Raila Odinga. Why couldn't Raila Odinga fight for his return since after the handshake, that is? How comes Raila Odinga could not convince Uhuru Kenyatta to support Miguna to come home? And the bottom line is that Miguna has, after he was illegally deported, as he puts it, he started fighting, the government started fighting Raila Odinga, claiming that Raila Odinga received some 6 billion shillings from Uhuru Kenyatta so that he can support Uhuru Kenyatta and forget about the bungled 2017 elections and focus on nation building. And hours after Miguna was arrested, he was taken to an unknown location for interrogation. The youths took to the streets, blocking roads with burning tires and boulders. I remember the famous NRM, which Miguna claims he's the general of. He's the general of the National Resistance Movement. And you remember, after the bungled 2017 elections, Raila rode on the NRM calling on Kenyans to reject some particular companies associated with Uhuru Kenyatta or the government, including Safaricom and Brookside, which is associated with the Kenyatta families. Authorities said Miguna was arrested for membership of the opposition National Resistance Movement, which had earlier proclaimed himself a general, and the government declared an organization a criminal group. A Kenyan court ruled that the country's police had disobeyed the court orders by holding Miguna. Kenya's High Court Justice Dennis Wakiaga ordered for immediate release of a cash bail of $500. Day later, in February 2018, Miguna was deported to Canada. We know that Miguna filed several cases which he won, and the courts ordered that he would be returned to Kenya. But all through the 4 years of the Uhuru Kenyatta administration, the court orders were never obeyed, and the Uhuru Kenyatta administration was actually called out for disobeying several court orders, not just that one associated with Miguna. And as he came back, he said he has come back to liberate the Luo Nyanza people. So we are yet to see if Miguna is going to be the next Luo kingpin. But in Kisumu, while addressing congregants at the SEK, he outlined a painful situation that he went through and called out Raila Odinga for planning to kill him together with Uhuru Kenyatta. Let's listen into Miguna. So thank you guys once again. Please subscribe, please share this video, please leave us your feedback at the comment section. We really appreciate.
Mane oloso nyasi makawuono. Eruru kamano. Now, for the sake of the fourth estate and for the rest of the country, first, I wish to express my gratitude to the church, to the bishop, to Senator Uta, to my family members, including Mr. Oriare, Engineer on this, and the rest of the people in the crowd, in the church. I want to express my gratitude to the President of the Republic of Kenya, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, for keeping his word to me and his commitment to the rule of law. I want to express my gratitude to the judiciary of Kenya for upholding the rule of law and making sure that the principles of constitutionalism were adhered to and are adhered to. I am the only one in the entire world since the beginning of time who has been declared a non-citizen from his country of birth. The entire world. It's not just in Kenya. It's not just in Africa. The entire world. I'm the only one in the entire world that has been denied the right to fly to Africa, all African countries. I was not just banned from coming back to Kenya. I could not go to Uganda. I could not go to Tanzania. I could not go to South Africa. I could not go to Nigeria. I could not go to Zambia. I could not go to any African country. That is why I could only fly to Europe. And after I fly to Europe, they denied me the right to board any plane going to the African continent. So then you have to ask yourself, why? Why? Because in law, and I understand law very well. I have studied law very well. I practice law in Canada and here. You simply cannot remove anyone born in any country to take them outside the country for any reason. For any reason. If I committed a crime, so let's assume I did. Let's assume that swearing Raila Odinga in was a crime. All right? And it wasn't. But let's assume it was. You give me notice. You serve a notice on me or a summons. You tell me that you committed a crime or you are alleged to have committed a crime, and you should appear in court on a specific date. I will then be allowed to defend myself against the charges. And if I'm found guilty, I will be sentenced and taken to committee or any other jail within the Republic of Kenya. No one has a right to say they come and blow up your house like they did. They blew up my house with military bombs. The police in the Republic of Kenya does not have bombs. Only 2 units in Kenya have bombs. The Wrecking Squad that protects the president and the military. So it's either the Wrecking Squad that protected Despot Uhuru Kenyatta or the military that blew up my house. They didn't knock. They didn't give me a notice. They did not introduce themselves. Did not wear any uniform. They came like gangsters and blew through the gate and the door. For those who don't like what I am saying, you can go home. For those who are not ready for the truth, you can simply not listen to me. I will tell the truth until I die. And I'm a man who dies on his feet, not on his knees. I will never, ever kneel before another human being. Never. I only kneel before God, not another human being. Maybe I could have knelt before Sure Nyarujoga, my mother, because she's the one who brought me to life, but no one else. Anyway, to tell you, conclude what I was saying. They blew through my door, abducted me from my house illegally, and detained me incommunicado for 6 days. I was not allowed to speak to anyone. I was not allowed to speak to my lawyers. I was not allowed to see a doctor. I was not allowed to speak to my wife. I was not even given food. I was put in a filthy floor with feces for 6 whole days, sleeping on the hard floor at Lari police station. I didn't know where I was. I know now it was Lari. At the time I did not know where I was. I kept telling them, shoot me now. What are you waiting for? You cowards. What are you waiting for? If you want to kill me, Kill me quickly so that this is over. I have never begged anyone to be released. So they eventually took me to Kajiado in an inferior court, a magistrate's court, purported to charge me with treason. The magistrate told them, I have no powers to charge him with treason. Take him to the High Court in Nairobi. And instead of the cowards taking me to Nairobi, the cowards took me to Jomo Kenyatta International Airport. First of all, they wrestled me to the ground, took my passports. They later destroyed my Kenyan passport and put me on a plane to Amsterdam and dumped me there. All right? Now that's the highest level of impunity ever. If these people knew that they were powerful, and they were, and I was a harmless, unarmed man. I was alone in the house. I didn't have a weapon, not even a pen, when they came to my bedroom. So what were they scared of? What is it that they were so scared of? The truth. The truth that they stole an election. The truth that the person I swore in had conspired with them to kill me. Raila Odinga conspired with Uhuru Kenyatta to kill me. They try to shut this up. They try to make me not say this. I'm going to say it in church because it is the truth. So if the bishop feels uncomfortable with the truth, then I will question the church. But the bishop has not complained. So I will go on. Raila Odinga conspired with Uhuru Kenyatta to kill me. All right? You see? And fortunately, I was not killed. I am alive. They knew I would oppose the BBI. They knew I would not accept the shenanigans. So they kept me out of the country. The other day, after President William Ruto was elected popularly by the people of Kenya, all that propaganda that I was not a citizen was vanquished. They simply asked me for one thing: send us a passport-sized photo. I sent it. Within 2 minutes, this passport was printed. Nobody asked me to fill a form. Nobody asked me to become a citizen again, because I never lost my citizenship. I am a Kenyan, will remain a Kenyan, will die a Kenyan. So if you're afraid of my presence in Kenya, get used to it, because I'm going nowhere. If you're afraid of the truth, go elsewhere, because I will not stop telling the truth. The truth shall set us free. Bishop, they killed Jesus Christ because of the truth. Those who feared the truth killed him. Some of them were bishops. So, I don't feel that this is such a great privilege for me to be able to speak the truth. It is my duty. It is a positive duty to speak the truth. We are going to liberate Kenya. We are going to liberate Luo Nyanza. We are going to liberate Luos. With the truth. With the truth. So if somebody thought that if I come to Kisumu County and I come to Miguna village or come to Ahero, that I'm going to stop speaking the truth, please get rid of that dream. Miguna is the same. Even though they sedated me, Even though they tortured me, even though they stopped me from coming back to my country, even though they have tried to muzzle me, even though they have spread all manner of propaganda against me, the truth will not change. Miguna remains firm, Miguna remains patriotic, Miguna remains revolutionary, Miguna remains fearless. No propaganda will pass through me. Thank you very much. We will continue to move forward with truth. Viva!
Protect him, watch over him, be the great security to his life. And Lord, we thank you because you saved him from the testimonies that he has given, and you have continuously provided for him. Bless him and bless his family. Bless his life and walk with him daily as you protect him. For we pray, trusting and believing in your Son's name, Jesus Christ our Lord. Listen to our Vicar General.
I'm not fine. One is it?